of wealth of nuggets for us. Nuggets of wealth of nuggets, whatever it is.
We're going to Texas the 27th for a retreat.
Yeah, how many of you are going to Grapevine?
I don't know yet. There's
I
about
mean,
4 from my team that are going.
okay. Anybody else on the call going to Grapevine?
I wanted to go, but it's basketball tournament here. But there are people from my org going.
Oh, good.
Nice. Well, if any of you are in the area in Minnesota and you want to join me in March, that's when it is. Oh my goodness, you guys. I know this is, don't even say it, Paula. I have too many things open and running.
It looks like table spinning up there.
It
Well, I
is
don't
because
think she's
I
logged
have
in
to
yet.
log in. It's logging in. I had to re-log in for the
Oh.
table. I was
Oh.
out of it. But so when I first started using Table, you know, it's so much more better laid out now than it was when it first was created. Like
Oh,
we
yeah.
can probably all agree on that.
Oh, yeah.
But to kind of keep things organized. So when I do parties, I color code all the parties for the week that I'm doing it so I can quickly find them. Okay. So all my parties that are coming up are yellow. Okay. So I know that's what I'm looking for. And I also use an emoji. And that's helpful for when I'm scheduling parties because all my list of parties will come up and I'll look for my matching emojis for this week. I'll be like, oh, here's my smile, 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 boom. And then I can schedule them fast. I don't even have to read the names pretty much. But so obviously that's one thing that I do to keep it organized right there. The other thing I do is in the content manager. So we get the new outline from home office and there's only one outline in that folder. And just to recap, I need everybody to think about the way the menu is laid out. So let me close that. So here's your little menu. I look at the folder as the book, a book. The outlines are the chapters that make up the book, right? And then the posts are the sentences that make up the chapter that make up the book. Okay. So you need to have the posts to make the outlines and then the outlines to make the folders. So you can't just put a post in the folder. You have to go through that process, right? So that's something to remember when you're trying to figure out what's happening. So if I want to schedule something in the chit chat, yes, you can go right into the chit chat and you can type a post. You can make up a post. Or you can create the post in your post section. So it's always there. Because if you put it in the chit chat, you won't always have it, right? You have to recreate it. So just from the get-go, create the post in here, then schedule it into the chat. But for instance, for my consultant favorites tab that I have, I had to create a post for all of my videos that I'm using certain products. So I would put, you know, deluxe electric twist and chop, whatever it is, the twist and chop. And then I would assign it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. When you create a post, you have to assign it a topic. So if I'm talking about the twist and chop, I would title it Twist and Chop, and I would put my initials. Whenever you create a post yourself, put your initials because it will help you in the searching process later. Because there's no search feature on here at all. But when you're going, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So when you create the title it and always put your initials so you know that you made that post. Then you decide where you want it. Do you want it in the chit chat? Do you want it in my consultant favorites? Do you want to add it into one of the home office outlines? Like where do you want this post to go? That's where you would select the topic. And there's several from which to choose here. You can see there's a ton. But you can't make any of these up. These are all home office ones. Okay. You have to use whatever home office gives you. But my consultant favorites is in here. And that's what I would say if you're creating this for a product that you're using, then you would use the twist and shot, or you would put it in my consultant favorites. And my consultant favorites is the only thing I do, plus my chit chat, to personalize my party. Okay. I don't go into any of home office's content. I schedule it as is. I don't touch it because they're great. They did all the work, let them do it. And so I would just decide where I'm going to schedule something. Then you would put your post in here and then you would save it. Okay. Now a lot of times I take my videos from my phone, upload them into Vimeo, and then I put the Vimeo link in here because then it automatically appears. It doesn't have, nobody has to click on anything. It's just there. Okay. So I do that. So once you create the posts, so these are all the posts from home office. So you can see smart and simple cooking. These are all from the new outline. These are all from the February outline, the easy entertaining theme. So these are all the posts. See, there's no search feature. So you're like, where's my post? You can't find any of your own stuff in here, but that's okay. I'm going to show you where you really need to know where they are. Once you make them and they're in here, then you're going to go into outlines. And so these are all of, it automatically defaults to the Pampered Chef outlines. And here they are. Okay. These are the Pampered Chef outlines. Then my outlines is where you're going to go to create your own outline that you want to share. Okay. So for instance, I have one called My Faves 2024, which now I'm going to go in there and edit it and make it 2025 because I'm going to start recording videos of myself using some of the new products so I can add those in there so they can see me using some of the new content or the new products. So these are my outlines. So you can see I created an outline for Chit Chat Day 1, Chit Chat Day 2, Chit Chat Day 3, 4, 5. All of them are already created because I schedule these to go into my parties on the days that they're supposed to go. And the only reason why I schedule stuff every day in the chit chat is because I want them to get an email from home office saying that something new is in the party. So that way that link is in front of them and they can see it and they can go to the party. So Chit Chat Day 1 has 4 posts in there and I keep them super simple. You see, there's not very many. It's just 2 or 3 or 4 posts at the most. Some of them might have 5 depending on what it is. I have my welcome outline, which I post when I post the home office content. I post my welcome outline so they can see some stuff about me, and like I do an early bird deal where they get a free gift if they order by Wednesday in the party. And so I put all that in there. So they'll see all of that when they get in. But you have these outlines that are created and made of posts. Now I go into my folders and I am going to, when you save one of the PC content ones, you would go from here, save whichever one you want into your folder. It says right here, save to my folders. Well, then you have to go to my folders to find what you just saved. Okay. Then you would, I did this already and I created a video doing this for the retreat that I'm doing. So I took the new outline from home office, and when I edit it, the only thing you'll see is this one down here, Smart and Simple Family Cooking 22 posts. That's the home office one. That's all that's in there. But to make my life easier, I went ahead and I can't edit anymore because you can only have 10 outlines in a folder. So I'm done. I can't put any more in here. But I clicked on the edit. Let me show you an example from another folder because I want you to see how easy it is to search. But what I did was I brought in all of my outlines that I need to post in my party. So everything that I have to post in my parties is right here. I don't have to be going now, where is, and go finding and searching or anything. It's all right here in front of me. So I have the home office, and then all of my other ones. And there's my faves. That's my consultant favorites outline that also goes at the front at the beginning of the party. So that shows up on the curated content. It'll say my consultant favorites, and it's got 17 posts of me using stuff. Okay. Me showing off products. Let me go into my folders, and I'll just do something in, click. Does anybody have a question at the moment? Are you following what I'm talking about and what I'm doing?
I don't have a question, but when we're finished with this, I would just like to talk for a second about setting up a new consultant. Because I get
Okay.
confused in this part about
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Miriam, you have to set it up under Smart Family Cooking. You can't set up a folder just Miriam's March or Miriam's February, and then all your stuff is there. We have to link it with one of their folders, their things.
Well, the only reason why I do that is because they've already got the folder created. And so now I'm just putting all,
Oh,
they
stuff. Oh,
sent
makes
me that
sense.
folder.
Makes sense. Okay, because I
That's
knew
the
we
folder
did
that
that.
home office gave me
Okay.
with that content in there. So now I'm going, okay, I'm going to put all this stuff in that folder so I know exactly what I'm posting for my for this is all ready for my March parties right here. I have it all set. Yes.
And then in April, you'll do a different one when we get the new
If-
outline.
Well, this is the new outline for the new products.
Oh, this is going to be for the whole season?
This is for March. I don't know. They may do something new for April. I don't know. But right now, they already told us that this is the one that has the new products in it. So I've got this ready to go for March. Maybe it'll be for April. I don't know. But if it is, I'm set. I don't have to do anything. Yes,
So that
Kristen.
new folder that you had in there, like the last one I have is the entertaining one, more for like Super Bowl and whatever. So that new folder is that very first one that you had is the new outline with the new products.
Yeah. Are you talking about this one right here?
Yeah.
Yes. You'll have to go to PC and get it.
Yeah, I just didn't know it existed, but I shouldn't use it until March anyways. It's fine.
Yeah, you can't use it until March. Right now,
Right.
you should be using the easy entertainment.
Okay, which is what I'm
So-
doing. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something else.
Okay, so let me see if I can, let me just look at something here. Okay, let's just use this hurricane relief. These are my folders right here. You can't do it, you can't put anything in the home office ones that are in the PC saved folder up here. You can't, the PC content, you have to go to my folders because this is where you can edit stuff. So I'm going to open up this hurricane relief one from last year, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So say this is the outline that home office just sent us. It's the brand new content. There's only one thing in there, one outline. You see that? One outline in this folder. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to add all of my folders that I want to into this content so that way I'm ready to go for all of my parties. So this is what I'm talking about. You want to label your posts and your outlines with your initials or something that you're going to remember to know what you're looking for. So for instance, I want to bring in my chit chat outlines in here. So I'm going to just type chit chat. There they are. Look at that. Chit. This is the search feature that they have. I just typed in chit chat and I can just do chit chat. And so here are all of my folders that I'm going to use in my, that I'm going to add my, I'm sorry, these are my outlines that I'm going to add into this folder. So I would select them, however many, I'll select, there's chit chat day 1 and it pops in there. Again, chit, there's day 2 and so on and so forth. I'm not going to put them all in here because I'm not actually going to keep this, right? But this is where you would put them. And again, you can only have 10 outlines in a folder. So once you hit that 10, this edit button over here on the right will turn gray, which means you can't do any more. But right now it's green. So let me back out of here. Are you following what I just did there with that?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only way you can search things. So let me show you something else. Let me go ahead and say, I want to find all the outlines sorry, what am I doing here? With my initials. Okay, I don't have a ton with my initials, obviously, because my posts have the initials. Not all of the outlines, and my outlines that I'm looking for are my chit chat day 1, chit chat day 2. So I know that those are my outlines. So yeah, I have all that in here, and you can search by that. Or if you're going, okay, where are, let's back out of here. Let's just say you want to create an outline of your own. So you're going to go to outlines. You're going to click on my outlines, and you're going to create a new outline. Same exact thing. You're going to name your outline, whatever it is. And now you want to find the posts. Okay. Now look at how many posts I have with my initials, because I've made a ton of posts that have my initials on there. Or if you want, now I know games no longer exist, but if you just type games or game, they may have taken things out as well, because games, you can't use games anymore. So the only games you can use now are things like that dinner word hunt. You know, it's like a word search, and you're like, the first word you see is what you're having for dinner tonight. And you're like, oh, chili, yay, you know, and then they comment what they see. Whatever. But so these are all the games. Yeah, they took out all their games. So you can even search by emoji. You know how they put the little dice for the games. You can put a dice up here, and it'll find all the posts that have a dice on it. It's pretty cool. So this is your search feature on Table. You don't have an overall search, but you can search within like your outlines and within your posts. Are y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody have a question at the moment? Okay. Now, come on, color wheel. Thinking. It's just a simple command to cancel. That's all. So for new consultants, I set up a time, and I have them share their screen with me, and I walk them through setting up their party from consultant's corner to table and how that works. I did actually create, no, my outlines. No, let me go back here. I created a folder, because you know, you can share folders with one another. You can't share outlines individually. You can't share posts, but you can share a folder. So if you notice, I created a Miriam's Chit Chat folder with all of my chit chat outlines. And I've been sharing this with my new consultants, so they have a guide of something to post in the chit chat. Because they're so new, they don't know what the heck they're doing. So I'm giving them this. I'm telling them, post the content from home office and then schedule these to go every day. And I'm talking them through that. Does that answer your question, Karen, or do you have more about that?
Yeah. I just need to worry about the content. What I'm going to share with them.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, again,
They're going to use the content that home office gives them.
okay, but you're
They're
giving them,
use
and then what are you giving them for daily? Your
my chit chat, the things that are going to go they're my chit chat outlines.
Okay.
And it's what I just showed you. It's the chit
Yep.
chat day 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I
So
get that, but then can you lump it into a bundle like we do with Project Broadcast?
that's what I just did.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I created this folder. So
Oh,
here, say I want to
Okay.
share this, and watch, it pops up, link is
got
copied.
it. Okay.
I send them the link, but here is the thing, and Kylie knows that this is a problem, because you can't just click on that link and it open up. You can't do that. You actually have to copy the link, and you have to copy it manually. So what I mean by that is, I send you the link, you actually have to put your mouse and highlight it manually. You can't just right click and copy, because there's a forward slash before the HTTP, and you have to grab everything for this to work. So
The whole
you
string.
have to manually copy the link. Then you would paste it right here and hit save, and it'll tell you Miriam's chit chat outline, accept, or whatever it is, and then it'll show up in their folders. It'll show up here for them. So then they can go in and schedule them right from here like this. They could go in and they can schedule chit chat day 1 schedule. But I also put eyeballs on the ones that pertain to me. Like I have cleaned up a little bit so that that it's pretty generic, but the ones that have eyeballs, they have to look at either it's like my story in a paragraph that came from home office. I just added a little sentence or two about me in there, which they have to clean up and edit. Other than that, it's pretty much, it's pretty generic. The chit chat wrap up, that's where they have to put in their phone number, because mine has my phone number that they can reach out to me if they need me. So, yeah. So does that help?
Miriam, can you show us what is up on the top right, table tips? What is all in there for everyone?
Everything.
Well,
If
but
you're
new
trying to
people don't
figure
know
any,
that.
if you're trying to figure anything out about Table, it's all right here. You can, how about creating you're setting up your account, you're setting up a party, what the party experience looks like for you and for your guests. All of that, all those topics up there is what you can find in here. And remember, if you are already a Project Broadcast user, make sure that you, let me just move us because you're in my way. You make sure you click on profile and you click on my account and you click on Project Broadcast. If you don't see this check mark that says your account is connected to Project Broadcast, you need to do that, because we have this partnership with Project Broadcast where we get 10% extra credits for free. So if you're paying for 2,000 credits, you're going to get 2,200 when you do this integration here. So whether you're using Table or not, you definitely want to do that if you're using Project Broadcast, so you can get even more credits. So that's something important that you need to know. Anything else you want to see or hear?
That's helpful, very helpful.
Was it?
Yeah.
Does that help you feel like you can navigate Table a little bit better? Because that's the thing. You want to be able to know that you can navigate Table nicely and easily.
And that's the thing. I mean, I know that all those things exist, but knowing, knowing where to go,
You have to remember the flow. Posts make up outlines, outlines make up folders.
Okay.
You have to remember that. And the other thing that's really important to remember, you don't just go to scheduled and you're like, oh my gosh, nothing is scheduled. You actually have to go to that's the post. I have no post schedule. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I have any outlines scheduled right now because I don't have anything going on. Yeah, I have no outline scheduled. But when I have like by the end of the week, I'm going to schedule all of my chit chats to go into my parties. They'll all be listed here. All of that will be listed, so you can see what's scheduled and if you've got everything ready to go. But then I can see here all my published. So here's everything that had just happened from my last parties, all of my chit chats, all of my, the add-ons from February, all that. It's all in here.
Well, and it's for those of us that have been, using other products like since Sharon posted my party, we're used to kind of being able to go in and kind of one click and schedule everything. Whereas we have to remember that we have to go in and schedule each one of those things individually.
You can actually, I do all my scheduling at one time. I don't go in every day and schedule my chit chat. No.
But you have to go in and schedule each thing.
Yeah, but it takes like not even 30 seconds.
I understand, but still, it's just different.
It
It's
is
a
different.
for new consultants. It's not going to be a thing because they're not used to anything else. But for those
Right.
of us, that was a
Right.
hard thing for me. I like that. I like that. Just click one click and it's done.
And you can schedule, Mary, I don't know if you said this already, but like you can schedule like all of your parties at the same time. So it's not like you have to go in to each party and schedule it. Like when you go to schedule them, all your parties that you have for that week will drop down. So you just
Yeah.
click, 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 click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least it makes it really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make it really fast. And that's why I was saying I even put those emojis on the end of my titles of my parties. So that way, so if I need to, let's just say I'm going to schedule my chit chat day 1. I want to schedule it and I want to look for my parties that it needs to go in. I'm going to go, see, I go, Amanda. My computer is just running slow, so it should drop down and then it just goes like this. I just do, okay, there's all my smiley faces done.
Oh, I see.
And-
That's your parties for this week. Okay.
So those are my parties for this week. And all I have to do is I can say post right now and it goes, or these are my chit chat day 1. So I need these to go. I have to actually schedule them. And I'm going to say I need that to go on the 18th, which is next week, my day 1 of the party. And I want it to go. I usually do it at 7 o'clock in the morning. Nobody gets notified about this. I just do it early in the morning. That way it's done. And they will get that email from home office at 1 o'clock because it's early enough in the day that there's no concern about it not going out because I want them to get that email. And then I would say, okay. And then I would hit apply and it's done. Like it took me maybe 10 seconds to do all that. Like it really isn't hard once you have a system in place. So that's why I highly recommend putting in emojis. Did you see all of my football were getting for this past week? All of my little snowmen were from the week before. All of my snowflakes were from the beginning of January.
That's a
You
great
see how
tip. That's a great tip.
it's like in one glance, I know what I'm looking for.
Mhm.
Miriam,
every-
why don't you archive your,
Put an emoji
party.
on your thing. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's cute, but it's really serving a purpose for me to know how to find what I need to look for.
why don't you archive them, Miriam, when the parties are closed? Why you keep them all in here?
I don't know, because that's one thing I have to go in there and do to each one of them. And I don't take the time to do. I don't spend my time doing stuff like that. It's like, to me, I don't care.
Okay.
I know some of you can't stand opening this and seeing all your parties, but it doesn't bother me one bit because now I have to take some time and go into each one and go, open the party, open the settings, archive. Who has time for that? And I'm doing way too many parties to have to keep up with all that kind of stuff. So you would have to go into settings and then I would have to archive up here at the top. I am
Miriam,
not going to
Can
spend
you
my
wait,
time
can you
doing
wait
that.
in settings? Go back in settings. I want to ask a question because I was told when they put the order link in there for us.
Yeah.
And they said, take the question mark and everything over to the right and delete that. Is there a reason to do that?
I don't do that for this. I do that when I share my party link. So for instance, this party link, if I copy this link and I'm going to watch, I'm going to put it in the chit chat and you're going to see, I'm wondering why the chit chat isn't opening. Maybe because I'm sharing my screen. That's weird. Oh, here it is. So when you see, I'm going to actually post, this is the link that shows up when you share the table link. Hello. There it is. You see it? Now, this is the link where I take from the question mark up there to the end and delete it. All you need are the 575012 BPG. That's it. That's all you need for the link for them to click on. And so it should look like this instead.
And we're looking in the chat at what you're doing.
Yeah. just look in the chit chat. I'm going to send you the link again of how I actually send it to my hosts and customers and everybody. That's what I send them. I don't send them that long thing with all that other stuff in there. I send them that shortened link right there. And to get that, I don't use the let me X out of the chit chat here. I don't use this invite friend link copy here, even though this is what they tell you to do. I get it from up here in the browser. You see where it says, see, that's the link I use. Can you see it up there?
Yeah.
That's what I copy and paste and use because it's the shortened version and it's exactly where I want them to go. So I don't touch anything with the shopping link because there's no way I'm jeopardizing where they need to go to shop. So, but who cares? Who cares what it looks like in here? Nobody sees this, right? So I want to make sure. Yeah, no, I wouldn't touch this at all, Paula, to be honest with you, because it says, this is my Just Keep Shopping 25. This is the link that I send to everybody who says, hey, my food shopper broke. And I send them to actually this table platform all the time. That's why I have 403 people. Like if anybody needs anything, I send them to here. So they're having to click the shop button to get what they want. I don't send them a shopping link anymore.
But you can to clean it up if you want. Like I delete everything, the question mark and everything behind it. I delete it to clean it up.
And it'll still get to the
yeah. So like if you
Okay.
hit copy here and then go paste that, like copy on the invite table link and you go post that in your Facebook party, it's going to show a whole bunch of gibberish and everything from the question mark beyond can be erased and the link is still active and much cleaner.
That's exactly what I'm talking about for the invite, but do you do that for the shopping link too?
Well,
That's what Paula's
I
talking
do.
about. You see
Yeah,
the
I do.
shopping
I do
link?
it on both.
What's the purpose of doing it
Okay.
on the
I'm
shopping link?
gonna tell
Nobody
you
sees
why.
it.
I'm gonna tell you why this is different. So if I take the question mark all the way to the end off and delete it, now you're looking at just the standard party page shopping link. But this shop now button bypasses them and takes them right to the shop section of that party page. Does that make sense?
Right, but it does even if you delete it because that's
It doesn't. It'll take them to the party landing page, just the party page, because you can see that's the link for if you get rid of all the question mark and beyond, basically the whole link is redirecting them in your party page, like in the right party, but to the direct place to start shopping. They don't have
so
to
will you show
say-
me where this takes you then? Like copy it, copy the whole hubbubaloo and put it in a browser.
Yep.
Because I guess
Yeah, for mine, I actually use the party link, just the link. I like them seeing that landing page because I include important information in that. So you have the option of doing either way. If you do just
you
the
can
shop
do
now,
whichever
you
one.
won't see anything about the information about the host party. It just takes them to like the shop website.
If you create the party through table, they automatically grab
The whole
this
thing,
the shop now button.
Yep.
But if you take off, see up there, it says it's redirecting them right to the shop landing page, not to the party landing page. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second.
yeah, once I see it, I'll know because
And you'll know you're in the right place. Well, of course, I think it's because I am.
You're not signed in, maybe?
No, I am.
Oh, no, you are signed in, yeah.
It's so annoying. I don't understand. Because that's not the link I told it to go to.
okay.
Why don't you just go
And
back
we don't
to
have to
just
waste
hit
a
your
bunch of
shop
time.
now
I can
button.
play around with it, but I'm pretty sure.
I'll show you exactly. Okay, I'll show you exactly just by clicking on.
Just hit your shop now button.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could do that.
You could do it right from table.
Yeah,
show
good
'em.
thinking. But sorry,
weird.
everything is slow because I'm giving way too many commands here. Let me just
Right.
delete that. Let me go back to table and click on that shop button. Are you kidding me?
See, that's where
Maybe-
that link you shared took me, and that frustrates me. I mean, that orange page, because it makes it just look like I want to recruit them.
They shouldn't get that.
They shouldn't get that. We get it because we're consultants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't get that at all. All right, let's see if this works because it's supposed to go to the right place. Redirect shop landing page up there. Someday. Yeah. For some reason, it's probably because I am the consultant and it's taking me, but I'm going to show you on Consultant's Corner exactly where this goes. So when you send the party page link, this is what they see right here, which means they have to then click this to get in and start shopping. Well, that table link that they use, the Shop Now button, bypasses this and takes them right to where the Shop Now section is on your page. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they're still getting directed to this party in this page, but they're bypassing this step and taking them straight to where they can shop. And at the top, it'll say my name because they're in my website. Like it'll say Miriam Tedeschi, and then it'll say shopping with, whatever the party is. It'll be connected to the party.
It does,
Are you
it
following?
does say that, it does say that on there? That it's somebody's party?
I only know that because when I'm at an in-person party and someone's having a hard time and I want to make sure they're in the right place, I see my name at the top and they're in like when they scan the QR code that I give them to shop, that is the shopping link. I actually send the party page. I send this to my hosts when they're there. So they do see that they're in the right place. Like when they get there, they're like, oh, I'm in Amanda's party. Okay, good. And then they click the shop button from here. So when they go into that shop section, I know they're in the right place because I can see my name up at the top. It's tiny. It just says Miriam Tedeschi kind of thing. Or it might say Amanda's party. I can't remember now what it says. It says one or the other. But they're in the right place. How are we now?
I'm so confused.
Who is?
Me, Karen.
Why?
I mean, it's like I just don't.
Look.
I just have to figure out where I want them to go, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to show you. Look at these links here.
Yeah, I never use that. I never use this anymore. I mean, yeah, and I never use this.
Well, I'm just going to show you. This
Okay.
right here is the Shop Now button, which is the exact same thing that you see here, except it's taking them straight to the Shop Now section
Okay.
of that party page.
Okay. And this is what Kristen was talking about after the question mark. We don't need it. Okay.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes, but I wasn't actually talking about that. I was talking more about the invitation to table. Like
Okay.
I was saying, I take the question mark, all that off because I don't want to send them such a long link to
Okay.
join the party. I want to send them that short link to join the party. Either one's going to take them to the party, but why send all that extra
I
stuff
get
if
you.
it's
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
that's to invite them to the table party.
Okay.
This shopping link, I don't take the question mark and stuff off because I want them to be quick and get right into where they can shop.
Okay.
They don't need to come here and see this that says, oh, Amanda's easy, entertaining PC party. Okay, I'm in the right place. And no, I don't need, I mean, these people, we want to get them in to shop
Right.
and leave.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? You just want to
Let's
go
cover
in
some
and
for
shop.
them. Yes.
So this Shop Now button is exactly what they use on table. When you create this table party up here, they're going to pull this link. They're
Okay.
not going to pull the party page, which is
Right.
what this is.
Right.
Are you following now, Karen?
Yep.
Okay. So we were talking about two things, the party invitation and the
Right.
shopping, two things. So I do edit the link for the party invitation, but I don't edit the shopping link from
Shut
table
down.
because
Okay.
this will take them right where they need to go. Okay, how are we doing? Anything else you want to see? I'm trying to think if there's something else in here that I just noticed. Y'all know that I noticed that I've got all the wrong content in here for my I have to update this. So easily to do, so easy. You just delete it from this current party. I'm just going to take it off of here. Yes, I'm sure it's going to pop all these off. I'm going to leave my consultant favorites in here because I want that to stay. Prep ahead. I mean, you could leave prep ahead. I might leave that in there. Soups,
Miriam.
I might leave
Oh.
that in there too.
Miriam, I think it's good. Show them if it were to do a multiple of parties. Yeah, click on the dots and then
Well, I don't want to, I'll show
no,
them,
but
but
show them, just show.
so you can choose what parties you want to delete the one more thing. Or like you can add more parties in there.
Just like you would schedule, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would just say, I want to delete that topic from all of these parties.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you could do that, but I'm just going to delete this from my party. And then, so now I'm going to keep those in there, but now I do want to add, the February stuff in here. So I will go to my easy entertaining. I just started doing this. That's why it's behind, because I was like, I'm just going to always keep a table link open and send everybody to this
love
table
that.
link
I
all the
love it.
time.
Mhm.
I just change the shopping link when I need to. So if I'm going to do a shared rewards party, I'm going to put my shared rewards shopping link up there, and they can always come in here and see everything that they need to see. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule this easy entertaining outline into my just one more thing shopping party page here. I don't need that. I'm not doing all that chit chat stuff because that doesn't matter. I'm just going to schedule this right here, and I'm going to go to, so I'm just going to type in just because that's the one I want. Just because.
Just one more thing, yeah.
Just one more thing. And I'm just going to post it right now. Hit apply. And I already do know I need to schedule the February add-on in there too. So let me go ahead and add that in there. And done. So in a couple seconds, I'll go back and check that party and it'll be in there.
And in this instance, everyone that's in that party is going to get a message that something was posted.
Yeah, because I did that this morning.
Mhm.
And before 1 o'clock, all 401 people will get in there and see. And hopefully they'll click on that new in February that'll show. I'm actually thinking about doing a last chance because I need more sales. I want to be green by the 15th and I'm not yet. So, I mean, I want to be team green by the 15th, which means I have to do all the work. So let's go see here. Trying to find my oh, here, I could just search it right up here in the little thing. So there is a search there, by the way. Let's see if my content got on here. There it is. Oh no, that's still the old. My new stuff hasn't posted yet. It'll be there in just a minute. But how we doing? I know we got about 5 minutes left. Do you guys have
That's
any
good.
questions about anything?
You've got a
Was this
party
helpful?
open.
Very helpful.
You've got a party open that you send everybody to, and it's how long do you plan on keeping the party open for?
Oh, the table platform stays open
Yeah.
however long I want. It's the shopping link that'll change.
Okay.
So when I close this particular, well, I'll never close this link until June. I keep 2 links open year round. One closes in January for double rewards and the other one closes in June for double rewards. But if I'm featuring like a shared rewards something, I'm taking this link out and I'm going to put my shared rewards link in.
You know,
So when they come here,
yeah, let's explain it like this, Bonnie. Let's pretend you have a party in your house every month, but you're using a different shopping link for that. So that's what she's doing.
So you see how many people are in here? I have 403 people in this party right now. And that just means that it's almost kind of like a VIP page, but it's not. I don't advertise it like that. I just like, here's the link to shop. And I give them this table link up here. It's so I actually have it as a text replacement. So all I have to do is send my shortcut and that link can go to anybody that I need it to go to. And so they're just going to see all the new content, which let me refresh the page because I bet you it'll be here now. But does that make sense, Bonnie?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
always
so-
thought
oh.
I always thought that your pages were your table parties were kind of like your other parties where it's 6 to 8 days, you got to close it out. Next one, you got to close it out.
That's
And
shared
you're just not-
rewards. That's shared rewards.
Yeah.
But again, and this is really important, and I think it's important to understand that we have the venue of where we have the party, and All Table is a venue of where we have the party. It could, we can do live parties in people's homes. We could do a table party. We can do a Facebook party. It's just a matter of where you're having the party. And all those parties, you can send them to a Pampered Chef party to shop.
So
But
I
it's different.
started this party page in December or on Black Friday when I did my big Black Friday deal. I had my Black Friday shopping link in there, which was a shared rewards party link. I had that in there. Then when that was over, I went right back to my Just Keep Shopping link, which is the one I keep open year round. Because I need a link in there, but I don't want it to be the shared rewards link because it's done. So I put a link in there. So if anybody who shops can click on that. But if I'm advertising, like I'll be doing a spring launch thingy here at my house probably, and I'll do a VIP thing. I will change it to that link. So that way, anybody who wants to see the new products or anything, I'll put it in, I'll send them here and they can see it right here. Which means I'll have to update all the content. So now you can see I kept all that content is in here, all the new stuff. So you can see, they can see all of this new stuff in here.
Bonnie, a lot of us use this as another form of our Facebook customer VIP group. So you can, in your VIP group on Facebook, you can take and do a screenshot of these curated boxes and say, hey, if you want to check out any of these topics, join, this area. And
Click
so
here.
and you can make this as kind of your VIP group.
That's a great tip.
And what is the news feed for?
The news feed is like for you, and it shows you the most recent thing that you posted. So you can see here, I just posted in my Just One More Thing shopping party. So that's the latest thing that I posted in the chit chat. And it's basically what you're posting in the chit chat in your parties. So the ones before that, you can see this. I had about 5 or 6 parties. The last thing I posted in those 5 or 6 parties was this post right here. And you'll see it 5 times because it shows me everything I posted in my parties. As soon as my stupid color wheel goes away, I can scroll. Ugh.
But it's very similar to your Facebook wall where, it's just what you're posting. It's not where you're seeing what everybody else is posting. Does that make sense, Bonnie? So it's very similar to that.
Actually, if somebody does comment in the chit chat, it will be here too. Watch, I'll show you. So I posted that one. There's 1, 2, oh my word.
So when I post something in Amber's party, Tiffany's party is not seeing the news feed. Because
Right. Nobody
I-
sees the news feed, just you.
Gotcha. That's what I was wondering.
I'm pretty sure. So here in my host Robin, she made a comment in the party and said, thanks so much for joining the party. I know it's a busy time always. So I just appreciate you all taking the time to look at all the Pampered Chef products. I love everything I have. And then I commented on her and I tagged her and I was like, yay. And having a party is the best way to get some too, like the products. So you can comment in here in the news feed, I think. sometimes you have to go into the party to reply, but this is something, it's in the chit chat and she posted it and it's showing up in my newsfeed. So this is a quick way to see when people are commenting in a party that you're wondering if anybody's seeing anything. Your newsfeed is kind of like the shortcut for you to see that. But you also have the notification bell up here on the top right that if there's a red dot on it, that means people have been saying stuff. So sometimes I just kind of look at my newsfeed and see who's talking here first. And if it's anything worth like really, and I do not dwell on the engagement because there really isn't any, and I don't care, honestly. The point is they're shopping and that's all that really matters. Whether they want to play games or stuff, whatever, that's totally up to them, and it's not gonna ruffle my feathers.
Is there a quick, easy way to see if anyone's commented in chit chat or if there's something you need to like look at? Because I don't do any of this extra posting. I only use what Pampered Chef gives me. But like do we get some kind of a notification if somebody asks a question in there?
Yeah, it's up there on the notification bell, but I would say right here, in the news feed, I would just go in here and go, okay, these are my posts that were today. And then you can see, like, I saw that Robin posted that and I was like, oh, Robin said something. Okay, yay, my host said something. And so I will go in there and see it. I would say check your news feed real quick every day.
Okay, I never do that.
Well,
What
you
does your
could.
bell, what does your bell look like, Miriam? Click on your bell up there. What does that tell you? See
There's a
that?
bunch there too.
Yeah, so that's where you can see it quickly versus scrolling.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but if you click on it, it just takes me to the party. Then I have to actually open the chit chat. It used to take you right to the post, but they don't do that anymore. You have to go right in here and open the chit chat to find, and then I'll have to scroll to find what Amber said. Her name was Amber.
I think that this is a really great point over Facebook because everything is in your news feed. You're going to see, instead of having to go into each party and see if somebody commented, and I mean, granted, they're not making as many comments, but in your news feed, you don't have to search around. Just go down and go, oh yeah, she said something, and you can respond right from there. You don't have to go into the party to do it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that kind of keep things neat and tidy. It's just learning them,
Right.
guys. And my art here it is. There's Amber's message. She commented right here. I placed my order over the weekend. Hopefully it went through correctly. You know, I didn't see that, but she got a thank you from me already, so she knows it worked because my connection point already sent her thank. I already did all that, right? So I may not have answered her here, but she already got a thank you from me. Just kind of like when we had to flip the switch and learn Facebook because we had no choice but to learn Facebook. That's kind of what I put myself in the predicament with Table. I was like, okay, I hate Facebook. I have no choice. I have to figure this out. And so I spent the time and became a student of the business and learned what I needed to know to make this platform work for me. Okay. Because I don't want to do anything on Facebook. That's just me. So and you can be as successful on here as you are on on Facebook, but you just have to figure out what you need to do to make that happen.
And with that, I have got to get to another meeting. So
yes. Oh, look at how many people came on.
Yeah, great to see
know you all
guys.
were there. This is great. Hi, everybody. Yeah. I hope this was helpful to you all.
It was really helpful, and it was recorded too, which is great. I'll share. I'll upload that to YouTube. So let's put some of these things to use and come back next week with questions.
Yeah, if you try any of this stuff out, start playing in Table. Don't be scared of it. Don't be scared. It's actually super easy. So, all right, everybody. I hope you all have a great week, and let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you.
Keep me posted, Lynn.
I will.